Oh, kind of echoey. Alright. Hey, fellers, what's going on? Alrighty. What was I going to talk about in this video? Oh, yeah, right. Check out this hilarious clip.
Captured.
Okay, it's not that hilarious. It's kind of funny. So, in this match, we were kicking their ass, and then they started hiding, and they wouldn't come to our base. And then they started rage quitting, too. So I figured we had the upper hand, and we would go capture some territories. So I did. Got myself a rocket launcher. Decided to use it to smoke these bitches out from hiding. But I'm not about to just charge in there and get assassinated or some stupid shit. Lose my precious rocket launcher to an enemy elite who's being a sneaky fucking bastard. That's fucking awful. You do not want to fight a sneaky elite bastard who has your fucking bazooka. That is a monumental pain in the ass, and you're probably going to get your ass kicked for the next 3-4 minutes, if that ever happens. I'm not stupid, so I'm going in there intelligently by sneaking, just like them. So I sneak in, and what do you know, fucking, what the fuck? Oh shit! What the fuck? There's a guy right there. Boom, he's toast. Now I turn to my right. What the fuck? What the fuck? There's a dude right here too.
Double kill. Running riot.
So yeah, smoke those assholes. One of them rage quit. Go and kill that dude. Nice. So yeah, I just thought that was kind of funny. Anyway, yeah, let's talk about stuff. Gonna talk about Halo for a second, then some other shit in gaming and whatever. So, where to start? Where's my drink? Alright. My god. A lot of stuff to talk about in this video. Hopefully I can get it over with in less than an hour. Here we go. So yeah, let's talk about Halo for right now. Frank O'Connor. Yeah, Baldy boy. That tiny fucking brain inside of that empty ass fucking chrome dome skull of his. That douchebag. Yeah, that guy's such a weird motherfucker. He's such a two-faced, weird piece of shit. I remember in the Halo 2 little video, you can look it up. They basically, he hosted a little video where he showcased and interviewed people that worked at Bungie who worked on Halo 2 at the time. He showcased them real quick. There was like a guy who was playing Fable 1 at the time when it was brand new and stuff like that. And I just remember Frank O'Connor being like really jokey and goofy with the audience watching, and you know, he was like making fun of Mario O'Donnell a little bit, just, you know, being a goofy office guy, you know. He seemed pretty annoying and fucking cringy, but you know, that was his personality in that video. But nowadays, you see him talking about Halo, and he's like dead serious. And I think at one point he had like a British accent or something, or kinda. It sounded weird. And it's just like, what's with this guy? Who is this guy? And honestly, he's a fucking nobody, really. He hardly does jack shit to benefit Halo. He's just, you know, basically, as of right now anyway, he's just the PR guy who just says, Halo is great, every Halo fanboy and 343 fanboy should suck my cock. Yeah, that's all this guy does. He's very full of shit, and it's hard to trust this dude. Anyway, he was saying that ground pound takes skill, apparently. What he recently said, you know. Said, I'm not a very good player, but, you know, I'm not good enough to make ground pound skillful. And it's like, so you believe that if you're good enough, you can be skillful with ground pound. And my response to that is, not really. Like, the best Halo 5 players, which isn't saying much because it's pretty easy to get pretty good at Halo 5. It's got the lowest skill gap pretty much of all the Halo games. But yeah, the best Halo 5 players, they don't really agree with that mindset, Frankie boy. They really don't. For one, they barely fucking use it. Oh, look at that. They barely fucking use it. Yeah, that's a fact. Think about this for a second, okay, Frankie boy? You have to take a second to charge it up while being in midair floating, and you're an obvious target. I mean, at this point, it's easier to fucking kill someone who's jetpacking in Halo fucking Reach or Halo 4, you know? And then you throw yourself into harm's way, which can often put your Spartan character into a position which will quickly lead to instant fucking death a lot of the time. A grenade will go off, you'll be surrounded by enemies, something like that will happen, you know? Now, I'm just saying, it's very risky, it's usually a dumbass fucking move, and it hardly ever pays off. And more often than not, if you succeed with this move, it's because you're fighting garbage players or you just got pretty lucky, basically, you know? Much of the time, when you activate ground pound and launch yourself towards like a hallway bend or a doorway opening or whatever, and sometimes an unsuspecting enemy will come around the corner and you'll be lucky and they'll be unlucky, and you'll crash into your ground pound attack pretty much basically based solely on like bad luck for that guy, you know. He just so happened to turn the corner and ground pounded, you know. Like, that's pretty much the only time where it actually gets people, you know. Like, if you jump straight at me and try to ground pound me while I'm shooting you, I'm gonna fucking kill you before you can finish me off with the ground pound, unless I'm missing like crazy. But yeah, anyway, the point is, it's not very useful, and I've seen enough gameplay videos to see that, well, the better players, they're hardly fucking using it. They even admit that themselves. What the fuck? Yeah, I know I haven't really played Halo 5 personally, but I've seen plenty of videos, and like I said, this is what the pros are saying, not me. This is what the best of the best Halo fucking 5 players are saying. I'm just fucking quoting them. Like, I get it, if I played Halo 5, you know, fucking, I would have a better understanding of the game, but shit. Just saying what the pros are saying, you know? Anyway, moving on here, when you use ground pound and get a kill, it's a lot of the time it's luck. Most of the time it is luck, you know, or you just took advantage of an opportunity that you would have taken advantage of anyway, whether it was throw a grenade or just shoot those motherfuckers, you know. Ground pound, sure, whatever. Anyway, it's very luck-based, or bad luck-based, however you want to look at it. But skillful, not really. Here's a good example. It's kind of like opening the window on the roof of a car, you know, the sunroof, and then right when you open it, a bird shits right on your head, you know? It's just bad luck for the most part, you know? Like, I gotta say, Frankie, ground pound is not very skillful, okay? As for ground pound itself, the mechanic, the ability, right, the Spartan ability, I wouldn't really care if they keep it in Halo Infinite or if they remove it, but if you were to ask me, you know, if they do keep it, I would say that they should tone it down a little, you know? People didn't really like it. I don't fucking care personally. I'm not getting Halo Infinite. But if I did, I would say tone it down a little bit. If you're going to keep ground pound in Halo Infinite, tone it down a little bit. People didn't like it very much. It's pretty fucking useless. Maybe just keep it in like campaign or a few matchmaking playlists or something like that. I don't know. Make a mini game out of it. Ground pound the playlist. I don't know. Just keep it out of the more popular parts of the game, and people will be more forgiving, you know? Just saying. But I really don't give a shit, and that's just my thoughts on that. Anyway, I do remember there was a pro Asian team or whatever. They were playing a tournament, you know, and 343 is like really shitty at making competitive maps, and they didn't put up the proper kill barriers. So these players were able to manipulate ground pound in a way that they could get outside of the map, and the other team didn't know how to do it. So it was a Slayer match, if I remember correctly, and they were winning, and they decided to jump outside of the map and just wait for the shot clock to run out, and they won by default simply by having slightly more points and having the time run out. And of course, this created some controversy. Some people thought, hey, fair is fair. They were just playing, the way the game was designed. And then other people were saying, you're not allowed to do that in MLG tournaments. You're not allowed to get outside of the map and stuff. And regardless of which side you're siding with here, we can all agree that 343 fucked up and didn't make the map right. That's what happened. They didn't put up the proper kill barriers. It's very fucking simple. You guys have the tools to do such a thing. Put fucking kill barriers everywhere, goddammit. What is this laziness horseshit? Anyway. I just thought that was funny. Anyways, Ground Pound is pretty stupid to me, more so than it is a good thing for the franchise. But as for it being skillful, like I said, Frankie, not really. Especially when a fucking scrub like you is playing. Yeah, you guys know that, right? Frank O'Connor sucks dick at Halo. No wonder you're fucking garbage at Halo, Frankie boy. Only a fucking scrub would say out loud that Ground Pound is skillful or whatever. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Jesus Christ. Oh, God. If people are saying that Ground Pound is skillful, they're either dumbasses who don't know what they're fucking talking about, bitch-ass scrubs like Frankie over here, or they are good at the game, but they're just trying to be cute or edgy or something. But let's get real, guys. It's not skillful. Not really. I mean, stuff in the game that nets you kills that's highly based on luck, more so than it is based on skill, is not really skillful. It's mostly just luck. It's exactly what I fucking said. Here's another example. If I have a ball, right, in my hand, and I'm standing in front of you, right, and then I just throw the ball behind me, and it lands perfectly right on your head, boom, pops you right on the top of the fucking noggin, right? Would you call me a badass? Or would you just be like, lucky shot? Yeah, I don't think I have to answer that question for you. If you're smart, you should already fucking know the answer. Of course, it was just fucking luck, you know? I don't have eyes in the back of my fucking head, and I can't predict where players are going to be when I'm about to ground pound them. They could easily go left or right, or they could be dumbasses and walk right into it or stand still for me to ground pound them. Most of the time, smart players, they see that shit because it's fucking obvious, and they get out of the goddamn way, you know? So ground pound's not very skillful, not really. So, anyway, I just thought that was annoying. I know, I'm being kind of hard on Frankie over this, but that guy sucks, so fuck it, I don't care. What? He's a liar, you know? He's a big fucking liar, you know? And he fucking defended microtransactions, saying that the motherfucking Warzone microtransaction system is well-liked. It's well-liked. Well, if it's well-liked, then why are we going with a more Halo Reach style armor unlock system, huh? That's apparently news right now, that Halo Infinite will have an armor unlock system that's similar to Reach. Huh. Interesting. Speaking of which, yeah, that's the news. Apparently, Halo Infinite's armor unlock system is gonna be, like Reach. Sounds like good news, right? Because it's probably the best armor unlock system that's ever been put into a Halo game. Pretty much. See, there's Halo 3, but it lacked variety, and it was kind of tricky to unlock some of the armors, and it was kind of dumb like that, but not too bad. Halo Reach had plenty of armors, and a lot of them were fucking cool, and you would unlock them by playing the game. And nothing was, like, too hard to do. Some things took forever to unlock, but, you know, the game was good, so it wasn't too shabby. Then there was Halo 4, which had a similar armor unlock system to Reach, but a lot of the armors were fucking stupid looking, like fucking ugly, dumb fucking shit. A lot of it was tied to special editions that you would buy from whether it was Target or Best Buy or Walmart or GameStop or something. That was fucking lame, you know? That's not cool. They shouldn't have done that. And then there was the whole Mountain Dew and Doritos thing that they tied to it. That was just fucking greedy, and it's not right to be pushing the sales of horrible snack food that's really bad for your health, you know. So fuck them for doing that. If I recall, Halo 3 did something with Mountain Dew back in the day, too. That's not cool, you know. Don't be doing that shit. But with Halo 4, it was really bad, especially just because everything is more expensive and dumber, and it's a worse game, and yeah. Yeah, the armor unlock system in Halo 4 was also kind of lame in the sense that, like, certain armors were only unlocked by, like, splattering, like, 200 people or whatever. So a lot of people would try to boost, and since the game sucked, a lot of people were just boosting to unlock stuff, and they didn't really actually want to play legit because the game wasn't very good. It wasn't good at all competitively, and as far as fun factor goes, it was trying to, like, copy Call of Duty, so, you know, people weren't too interested, and yeah, it was basically a disappointment. Not the worst game in the world, but it was not very good, and definitely a pretty bad Halo game. I know when I first played it, I was trying my best to like it and accept it, but I, you know, couldn't live in La La Land forever. I had to face reality. And, yeah, I went back to Reach in Halo 3 and Bungie Halo games, and I was like, yeah, that's way better. Fuck 343, their games just aren't as good. And then it got worse with the Broken Crap collection and Halo 5, which is Call of Duty in space with microtransactions. It's fucking no split screen. It's fucking worse than Halo 4. How the fuck did... Man, they fucked that up. Anyway, I'm getting carried away here. So here's the thing. Halo Infinite is apparently going to have a armor unlock system that is similar to Halo Reach, right? That sounds like good news, but you gotta wait a second here, alright? They said there would be microtransactions in this game. Remember, they fucking admitted that. Only because, you know, they put out a dumbass job ad that indicated that they would, and then people started putting two and two together and started talking about it and making a big deal out of it, so that's why they fucking admitted it, because they couldn't keep it a secret anymore. Dumbasses. I love that shit. Isn't that great? One of the first bits of news you get from Halo Infinite is, yeah, we're going to put microtransactions in the game. No big deal, right? We're just going to rape all your wallets, basically, or at least try to. You guys are still cool with us, right? Like, that's basically the first bit of info we got after their stupid, not very good fucking E3 trailer. Anyway, so here's the thing, though. It seems like they're probably going to do away with loot boxes in Halo Infinite because, and that's a good thing, and that's because there's been a lot of backlash against loot boxes in the gaming industry ever since Star Wars Assfront 2. Everyone's just been hating on loot boxes. There's even word that it's being made illegal in a lot of places on the planet. A lot of countries, a lot of states are making that shit fucking illegal. You know? Excuse me. Kind of sick. But yeah, that shit is becoming a big fat no-no, which is a nice thing because loot boxes are arguably the worst form of microtransactions there are, because you never know what you're going to get, and you pay money to never know what you're going to get, and they'll more than likely give you a piece of dog shit, a couple of fucking needlers and a mongoose, am I right? So, that shit's fucked up, you know? It's gambling, and kids are allowed to have access to it. A lot of kids play these games, you know, so it's kind of fucked up morally, you know? So I'm glad they're making it illegal, and it's just asshole greed at the end of the day. So it has no place in the quality and realm of wonderful video gaming culture, if you want to call it that, sure, whatever. Now, so loot boxes might be out, right? Okay. What's next on the list of possible horrifying, fucked up, evil microtransactions they're going to throw at us, which they said that they would do? Pay to win microtransactions. Oh, you're getting your ass kicked, boy? Well, guess what? You can buy a bazooka for $5, but once you run out of ammo, it's gone forever, and you need to give us another $5 for another fucking bazooka. And you're gonna have to keep doing that if you want bazookas. You know? Fucking dirty, right? Those are some of the worst microtransactions there are, so they might do that shit again, but that kind of form of microtransaction is getting a lot of hate too, so that might not be in Halo Infinite either, which would be a good thing, because that form of microtransaction butt-fuckery is fucking evil and screwed up. Fuck that shit. So, what other form of evil microtransaction bullshit could they pull? Probably one of the weaker kinds, right? That's bad, but not as bad, which would be cosmetic-only microtransactions. Stupid fucking Spartan gear that you can attach to your Spartan. You know, hey, look, everyone, I'm wearing this thing that looks like a computer. It goes on my elbow, and I paid $5 for it in real-life fucking money because I'm a tool, you know? That kind of a thing, right? So, yeah, they might do something like that. But then, if they do, though, here's my fucking question. How the fuck is the armor unlock system going to be like Halo Reach if you gotta pay for it through microtransaction bullshit, huh? I don't know about you guys, but I played Halo Reach, okay? You know, I played that game once, you know, and I gotta say, man, the armor unlock system didn't make me pay for the fucking armors, you know? So, I'm curious, how is this gonna work? How is it similar to Reach, but without the microtransaction wallet rape, huh? You know, like, what do they mean by that? I'm curious. Are these fuckers lying again? Are you lying again for the 50th or 100th or I don't know? I lost track. How many times you motherfuckers lie or mislead or keep the truth or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you shady fucking dickweeds over there at 343 and Microsoft, you pieces of shit. Anyway, I don't know what they mean exactly, but I got bad vibes. Bad juju, you know? So yeah, what am I talking about here? Yeah, just saying, it sounds fishy to me how the armor unlock system will work and how evil and corrupt and greedy the system will be in regards to microtransactions, which they admitted would be a thing in this fucking game. Sorry guys, I gotta say, the microtransaction stuff is the #1 thing that's making me just puke whenever I think about this game. So, I'm not interested in Halo Infinite. If it's gonna have microtransactions, count me out. Alright, so, yeah, we'll see when they unveil more details, but so far, 343, I gotta say, in the past, they have not been the greatest when it comes to armor unlock systems, you know? And, yeah, like, look at Halo 5, tons of armors, sounds nice, but, you know, 90% of them are, like, stupid fucking looking. Yeah, I would argue Reach and Halo 3 did it better overall, honestly. Even Halo 2, I would actually rather go with Halo 2's armor system. You want to play as an elite, or do you want to play as a Spartan? Those are your two only fucking choices. I'd rather have that system again. That fucking simple. I'd rather be that fucking simple than have to deal with, you know, getting wallet raped, you know? Getting pressured to fucking spend all your goddamn money. Yeah, because, you know, fuck that. So, moving on, we got split screen. Split screen's making a return. That's what they recently said, and that's what they've been saying for a while. I don't know why they have to keep fucking saying it. I guess they don't have much good news, so they're just backpedaling on news they already fucking told us. I guess. So, what's sad about this shit is people keep cheering 343 on for this crap. You know? What the fuck? Why are you guys praising them, you know? You really shouldn't be praising them so much as going, alright, good, you know, that's what you're fucking supposed to do, jackasses. You know? Seriously. Where are the people that are saying things like, good, maybe you stupid fucking assholes are finally going to make a good game for the first time in your shitty fucking company's existence over the past, what, 8, 9, 10 years you fuckers have been in charge of the Halo franchise? Maybe you're going to make a good game for once, you know? Maybe, you know? Like, seriously, are we supposed to really cheer 343 on for this, you know? Yay! For bringing back features that never should have been cut in the first place! Yay! You guys are the best! Really? Come on. Yay! For bringing back split screen, even though fucking Halo 1 had it! Even though GoldenEye 64 had it! Even though any decent FPS on console fucking has fucking split screen, what were they thinking with Halo 5? Assholes, right? Stupid assholes. That's all you can really say to that is like, what? Why would you shit on, why would you remove something? Like, there's absolutely, like, no benefit, really, to removing fucking split screen, you know? I remember the 343 fanboys making excuses, like, oh, nobody cares about it anyway, and it made the frame rate laggier, and that was just worse, and now I don't have to fight annoying guests and stuff, and these are the lamest fucking excuses. I play Reach split screen all the fucking time with my brother. You guys who watch my channel, you know that. You know that. And do I complain? No, I have a great time in split screen on Halo Reach with my brother. Yeah, some details don't render as well, and I guess there's a little bit of lag, hardly any, but it's never really serious. And the game is way fun. And me and my brother kick fucking ass, especially me. You know? What's the fucking problem? And you take this kind of thing away, and now you're forcing people to buy their own Xbox, their own copy of the game, their own Xbox Live account, their own TV, you know? Greedy assholes. Greedy assholes. Greedy assholes, that's all that is. And Phil fucking Spencer defended that shit. Jackass. I don't know why anyone thinks that guy's cool. If you think that guy's cool, you are a fucking dumb shit. Or at least you're being a fucking dumb shit, and you need to get your fucking head checked. Alright, so... Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, split screen, right. Yeah, I have concerns. Like, don't get me wrong, that's nice that it's coming back. It should be there. I'm not gonna fucking praise 343 for bringing it back. It should fucking be there. Anyway. Oh my god. You know, it's like somebody fucking robs you and steals your wallet and then comes back and it's just like, oh, I felt bad about stealing your wallet, so here you go. Are you supposed to thank that person? Yeah. You're just gonna look at him like, thanks for wasting my time, thanks for being an inconvenience. Piece of shit. Like, you need to fucking straighten up, you dumbass. And then you take your wallet back. Like, you wouldn't be like, oh, thank you for bringing it back. You're such a cool person. Like, give me a fucking break. So anyway, I know that wasn't the greatest analogy, but you guys understand where I'm coming from, right? Alright. So, I have concerns, though. With split... I can't talk. With split screen coming back in Halo Infinite, how's it gonna run? How well will it run? That's my question, because I have played Halo 4 on Xbox 360 in split screen, and it runs differently from the split screen I've experienced in Halo 3, Halo 2, Halo 1, Halo Reach, Halo ODST. You know how it runs? Shittier than those fucking games. In Halo 4 for Xbox 360, if I play with my brother in two-player split screen, the frame rate is so noticeably frustrating in about 50 to 60% of the game's areas across campaign, multiplayer, and Spartan Ops, and Forge maps that I fucking just lose my shit. I can't fucking play it. It's unplayable. I'm so laggy, and everything's so choppy, and the smoothness and frame rate is just shit. It's shit. Now, I don't know what it's like for Halo 4 on the MCC. I would hope that the frame rate is better. But as far as the 360 version goes, it was dog shit. So it makes me worry. Is 343 going to let that happen? Is their version of split screen for Halo Infinite going to run like ass? That's a concern, you know, and you guys should worry about that, you know? Like, it matters. I fucking couldn't stand playing fucking split screen a lot of the time. I would deliberately try to vote for maps that had less detail and more close-quartered areas because those weren't as hard on the system, and the frame rate would be better in those smaller maps, you know? Like, and it was weird. Like, for some maps that were big, it was okay, but for other big maps, it was awful, you know? Not cool. So I'm concerned about that. Like, you gotta watch out for that. That might be a real fucking buzzkill. It was so shitty for Halo 4. Split screen might as well have not fucking existed in Halo 4. That's how shitty it was, honestly. It was pretty much that shitty. So, at least on the 360, like I said, I would imagine Halo 4 split screen runs a lot better on the MCC, but that's all I'm saying, okay? Now, yeah, I was gonna say, back in the day, when I first got Halo 4, before I realized how shitty 343 really was, the first few days of playing Halo 4 in campaign and split screen with my brother, God, the frame rate was shit. And enemies that were like really far away or even like mid-range, you couldn't see them. They were invisible, but they would shoot you. You would have to zoom in on them with your scope or binocular vision to see them. It was fucking stupid. They wouldn't render at a certain distance. Awful, awful. Like, I noticed this kind of happens in older Halo games, like ODST and Reach, but it wasn't that bad. But in fucking Halo 4, it was awful. Like, ugh. And the Jackal snipers came back. Fuck that game. So I remember getting a second copy of Halo 4 just so Tom, my bro, he could play on his own Xbox and we could play together that way. Like, that's shitty that I felt like I needed a second copy just to alleviate a fucking problem that shouldn't have been there in the fucking first place. They were really pushing Halo 4 a little too hard for what the 360 could handle. Dumbasses. Ah, Jesus. That's when you can tell the developer focuses more on appeal and visuals and trying to advertise and make the money off of suckers rather than actually catering to the base, the fans, the people who actually enjoy playing the games, you know, and fucking assholes at 343. So anyway, yeah, this of course was before I realized that I was being a dumb shit for wasting my time with Call of Halo 4 in the first fucking place, you know, like, you know, I was dumber back then, and to be honest, though, to be fair, in my defense, many of us back then, when Halo 4 first came out, we were trying to give 343 a chance, you know? We were still, like, gung-ho Halo hardcore fanatics. We just couldn't wait for the next Halo. And I'll be honest with you, like, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. When Halo 4 was being advertised, I was kind of on the fence, but my fanboyism and love for the franchise was so strong that I was immediately overlooking anything that I thought could be bad, like the X-ray fucking vision. When I first heard about that, I was like, that sounds stupid. When I heard that there was Call of Duty style sprinting that was basically exactly like Call of Duty, copy and paste, like control-wise and feel and mechanically, like they had a perk system that was very Call of Duty-ish. Like the quick reload perk, the bigger explosions perk, the scavenger perk, the marathon unlimited running perk, like the quick reloading perk. Did I say that one already? You know what I mean? Like straight up ripping off Call of Duty, and I'm seeing that shit, and I'm like, this is not good. Hopefully the game can overcome this stupid shit and still be worthy of play. It wasn't. It was pretty shit, to be honest. Not the worst game ever, but pretty bad. And then, of course, Halo Master Crap Collection, which is broken as fuck, showed up, and that was just an insult to the amazing legacy that is Halo 1 through 3. And then there's Halo 5, which is worse than Halo 4 and has microtransactions. What the fuck? You know, like, so it's worse and is pressuring us into wasting tons of fucking money? Great! You guys did a wonderful fucking job, didn't you? Like, what the fuck? So, we tried to give 343 a chance. We've given you fuckers a chance, and you fucked it up badly. You still haven't redeemed yourself even in the slightest over the past almost fucking decade. 343 owes Halo so fucking much, it's not even funny. You motherfuckers have fucked up so much, so badly, for such a long amount of time now, that it's gotten to the point where it's like, wow, you really got to blow us the fuck out of the water with Halo Infinite. This game's got to be like the most amazing fucking shit ever. This has got to be like almost game of the decade fucking material level of amazing video game credibility in order to get back the jaded Halo fans like me who are never going to say that Halo 4, MCC, and Halo 5 are good games. No, no, no. Two of those are Call of Duty clones. One of them's a wallet rape Call of Duty clone, and the other is broken as fuck, an insult to the Halo 1, 2, and 3. You know, so even Halo Wars 2 is a fucking joke. You know, that it's not a very good strategy game, and on top of that, it's microtransaction friendly. Bullshit. You know, like, oh Jesus fucking Christ. I swear to God, I'm gonna have a heart attack and die just by ranting about how shitty Halo is under 343's watch. Like, I swear to God, like, I get carried away and I'm just like, this fucking sucks. These guys are a bunch of greedy, stupid, fucking assholes. They're some of the worst in the gaming industry, I swear. Probably not the worst though. I'd still say Activision, EA, Ubisoft, and I don't know. It's debatable. All of them suck. How about that? All of them suck. Like 90-something% of the time they fuck up royal, and maybe 10% of the time they'll do something that's okay, I guess. Sure. So anyway, yeah, what was I saying? They got to make Halo Infinite amazing if they're gonna want to win back people like me, you know. And I just don't see it, you know. We all know why I avoided 343 Halo games, you know. Like, I'm always talking shit, and you guys know how I feel. I mean, come on, they did basically ruin the future of one of the best gaming franchises ever fucking created. So, just saying, you know. Thank God I can still play the Bungie Halo games, right? Thank God 343 doesn't have the power to take that away from us somehow, right? That would be fucking lame if they could do that. Like if they sent out a patch that infected my 360 that made it so all Bungie Halo games wouldn't work on my 360. Like if they did that, and I bet you they would if they could, those pieces of shit. But if they could do something like that, that would... Oh my God. That would be lame. That would be lame. Somebody ought to send a fucking letter bomb to 343 if they were able to do something like that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't condone violence. I just get mad, that's all. But I'm trying not to get mad about stuff. I'm really not. Just being realistic. Just being realistic. Just because 343 sucks so much ass doesn't mean people should letter bomb them, okay? Frustrating, that's all. Frustrating. Anyway, so yeah. Thank God I can still play the Bungie Halo games. But yeah, about the split screen, I'm afraid it'll run like ass like it did on Halo 4 for the 360. I'm worried that the Xbox One X version, like if you have the new Xbox One X, it'll run the split screen better than the older Xbox One models. If that's a thing, that's kind of fucking lame. That gives players an unfair advantage in a way, and yeah, that's fucking stupid. Because this isn't like an old model 360 versus a newer model 360. I play on a fat fucking 360 Xbox. I play on a 360 Elite and an original. That's what I fucking play on. Guess what? I'm kicking the crap out of people who have a Slim. So, reach runs pretty much exactly the same on both models. But with Halo Infinite on the Xbox One X, will it run a lot better than it would on our Xbox One standard model? Or Slim or Pro model or whatever the fuck that white one was? that they made? Jesus Christ. So anyway, yeah. I'm a little worried about that split screen. I think it'll be a fucking joke, but I could be wrong. Maybe they would bring back split screen and it'll work as it should. That would be nice. But like I said, I don't have much faith, so whatever. Now this brings up PC. I want to talk about PC now. What about the PC players? Halo Infinite is apparently going to be on PC as well as Xbox One, right? That's what they're saying anyway. We'll see, but yeah, that's what they're saying. So how will split screen work on PC? You know? I can't believe I'm talking about this because I have a feeling that nobody fucking cares. Split screen, people don't give a fuck about split screen when it comes to shooting games on PC, right? Is it even possible? Am I the only one who's ever thought of split screen first-person shooter games on PC? Is that even a thing? Have you guys ever seen two guys sitting at a desktop sharing a computer monitor on a computer with two mouses and two keyboards hooked up to that monitor, and they're playing Halo on that monitor on PC, and it's split screen, and one player is using a mouse and keyboard to control the bottom, and the other player is player one, the host, the main guy who's player one on the top, and he also has a mouse and keyboard? Is that a thing? Is that even possible? Do people do that? Am I the only fucking person on the planet talking about that right now? It feels like it. So, anyway, whatever. I want to talk about mouse and keyboard versus controller. That's what I want to talk about. Now, when it comes to first-person shooters, anyone who has a little experience and logic should be able to level with me and understand where I'm coming from with what I'm about to say. And what I'm about to say is a mouse and keyboard is far quicker and far more pinpoint accurate with precision in regards to versus a controller analog, right? I'm pretty sure most people can fucking agree with me on that. So when it comes to looking and aiming, the Halo Infinite PC players are going to have a huge fucking advantage against the console controller players. What the hell is that shit, right? I mean, don't you think that's fucking unbalanced and fucking twisted? So, I don't think the two massively different control schemes, mouse and keyboard versus controller, I don't think these two different users should be allowed to fight each other online. It seems like it's too unfair and too different and too hard to compare to one another, you know? But to make matters worse, what do we got here? Doesn't the Xbox One console now have some sort of mouse and keyboard support of some kind, right? I'm sorry, but I think the days where every Halo player was basically playing on a controller pad are over. Like, goodbye physical hand skill fairness, I suppose. Like, I'm sure there are decent counter-arguments to how I feel about this, but I still feel like I'm making some good points here, right, guys? I mean, I think this fucks up matchmaking, competitive experiences a little bit, don't you? I mean, okay, hear me out. Here's an example. Okay? Let's say player A has a controller. Let's say player B has a mouse and keyboard. Now, these two players are going to fight each other 1v1 on Lockout, Slayer, 10 kills to win, 10-minute long match. Sure, whatever. Standard Slayer, Team Slayer, MLG Pro Slayer, whatever. I don't give a fuck. It's a 1v1. And it's supposed to be somewhat balanced. Now, player A gets fucking raped by player B, who's talking massive trash and bragging about how he won. Now, then you get player A being upset. Not because he lost so much, but because it wasn't fucking fair. He was using the inferior control scheme, a controller. Mouse and keyboard is better, you know? Now, anyone who wants to argue with me on this is probably thinking, oh, well, there isn't a real big difference between mouse and keyboard versus controller, and player A should just stop bitching and get good, right? And to that I have to say, I think there's a big fucking difference, dude. I think player A has every right to be upset. Hear me out, guys. I've explained this before, but I'll do it again just for this video, just because it's relevant to what I'm talking about here. With an analog stick on a controller, you're on a fairly fixed sensitivity that's not very adjustable with leeway, especially on the fly. When it comes to look speed, and getting your crosshair onto your target is harder compared to a mouse, because you have the tip of your fucking thumb to control the analog with the aiming mechanics. Just the tip of your fucking thumb. A mouse, on the other hand, gets the advantage of having your entire arm control a wider array of flexibility in terms of sensitivity when it comes to your looking speed. And your entire fucking hand controls how accurately you can place your crosshair upon enemy targets' faces, unlike a goddamn thumb on an analog stick that's attached to a fucking controller. See? All right. Now, here's another example, all right? Try to balance a baseball in the palm of your hand. Easy, right? Just pull it up and hold it up so I can look at it, like Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy when he was holding that orb that held that contained the fucking Infinity Stone, the Power Stone, or the Purple Stone, you know? Just like that. Easy. Just holding up a ball in front of me. That's it, right? Easy, right? Okay. Now try to balance it on the tip of your fucking thumb. Yeah. Stick your thumb up in the air like you're giving me a thumbs up. Now put the ball on the tip of your thumb and try to balance the ball on the very tip of your thumb. Much harder. Much harder to fucking hold that ball now, isn't it? Yeah. That's kind of the difference. Okay, that wasn't the best analogy, but you understand what I'm saying, right? The sensitivity of control is much more controlled when you use your entire fucking hand. A mouse, unlike only using the tip of your fucking thumb, an analog. You see the difference? It's fucking obvious, and I can't believe I have to explain it that way, because some people are a little slow, and, well, some people also just don't get it, so I'm just explaining it, that's all. Now, if you want to argue with me on this, then fine. I'll just disagree, because in my experience, it's always been easier to play shooters on PC, because pointing and clicking on things is easier than with the controller. Also, people use computers all the fucking time, and whenever you go to minimize or X out a window, how often do you miss the X or the little square or the minus button in the upper right corner, huh? How often do you drag the mouse up there real quick and click it just perfectly every fucking time? You do it all the time. You know why? Because it's fucking easy, and you do it all the time, and you have lots of practice. So it's very easy to aim in shooters on PC compared to doing it with a controller on a console. Just saying. A controller is more comfortable, in my opinion. You know, you get to kick back. You're not hunched over a desktop, you know. You get to relax with your back against the couch or bed or whatever. And, yeah, you just sort of, you know, don't move as much. Yeah, it's more comfortable, I suppose. But as far as efficiency goes, yeah, mouse and keyboard, way quicker and deadly pinpoint accurate than a controller, typically. It's also pretty well known that PC FPS players, the most vicious ones, are usually on PC, you know. Like, take the original Quake MLG guy, for example. That guy whomped fucking ass and never lost a tournament in his life. Yeah, that guy is a badass first-person shooter player on Quake with a mouse and keyboard, you know. But anyways, like I said, I'm sure there are some good arguments to be made against me on this subject, but I still feel I make a good point, and in competitive settings, I don't think players should be allowed to have vastly different controllers, like a mouse and keyboard versus a handheld controller pad, you know. I think it ruins the balance. I think it's too unfair. One player is playing in a play style that's just so much fucking different. It's just not on equal terms, you know. Think of it, here's an example. Think of it like two gladiators fighting each other with the same Roman short swords in the gladiator pit, you know. They're pretty much on equal footing. They're, you know, they have the same weapon, basically. It'll be interesting to see who's the more skilled swordsman and who will win, right? Now let's say you take one of those guys away and you replace him with a fucking Jedi with a goddamn lightsaber. Well, that Roman with the short sword, he better get in a good fucking lucky hit real quick and right away, or else, woo, he's fucking toast. You see what I mean? Like, so, yeah, I just don't think that that will be fair. Maybe they'll make it so only PC Halo Infinite players can go up against PC Halo Infinite players only and not the console people, but then that'll divide the player base, see? So that would be bad. So I don't know what they'll do. I worry about this. I think it's going to be a clusterfuck and an abomination. And yeah, maybe the game will be okay casually. Maybe, probably not. 343 does suck after all. But from the look of it, it looks like it's going to be a mess, competitively speaking. Like, the pros are going to basically shit on it. Not at first, of course, because, you know, it'll be new and fresh and they want to make that Red Bull money. But once the game is old and unpopular and not very profitable, yeah, they'll come out of the woodwork going, yeah, Halo Infinite wasn't very good competitively. I always thought Halo 3 or Halo 2 was better competitively. What? That's what they fucking did with Halo 5, right? Ninja and a bunch of other fucking cocksuckers, they fucking did that, so... Whatever, just saying, you know, just fucking saying. Yeah, but that's just what I think about that, though. I really don't give a fuck, honestly, because I don't really dig competitive gaming much these days anymore, considering it's been ruined with a lot of noob-friendly dog shit games and Red Bull and Doritos. That's what it's all about, promoting fucking shitty advertisements, you know? Like... fucking, like, take the newer Smash Brothers games, for example. They're not as competitive. They're not as skillful as Smash Brothers 1 and Smash Brothers Melee, you know? But they're popular, and there's competitive tournaments for it, even though it's noob-friendly as fuck by comparison. What a fucking joke. What a fucking joke. But the other reason why I really don't care is, like I said, I'm not going to get Halo Infinite unless some major changes happen all of a sudden, but yeah, at this point, definitely not going to get that game, so I really don't give a shit. That's just my thoughts on mouse and keyboard, split screen, competitive aspects, dumbass Frank O'Connor. So yeah, I think I'm done talking about Halo for now. So if that's all you came for, then I guess, you know, time for you to fuck off. Because now I'm going to talk about other stuff. Holy shit, it's already been like 50 minutes. Motherfucker. Alright, moving on. Like I said, guys, I'm going to get a drink real quick. Like I said, though, if all you came here for was to hear me talk about Halo, those are my thoughts right now. If that's all you came for, then get the fuck off this video. Now I'm going to talk about Destiny. And Phil Spencer. Two things that suck. Yeah, Destiny's Bungie and Craftivision, they had a divorce, right? Pretty big news. Yeah. Didn't see that one coming, but now that I think about it, it's only because I don't really give a shit. And it makes a lot of sense, actually. Makes a lot of sense that this happened. Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, Activision did take it up the ass a good bit last year, right? I mean, come on. Because Activision is with Bungie, right? Bungie is Activision, basically. And, well, not anymore, but they were last year. And Activision and Blizzard, of course, are one, right? So it's Activision Blizzard. That's what we got here. So, yeah, last year, what happened with Activision? Diablo Immortal was like the biggest shitbomb news story in gaming last year, yep. People were very upset with Black Ops 4 removing the fucking campaign, yep. Nobody likes their microtransaction horse shit that they keep pulling. And, of course, Destiny 2 is pretty much a fucking joke. So, yeah. Yeah. Way to go, Craftivision. But at least Spyro was okay. You guys didn't fuck that up. Mostly because, you know, it's not your game. But whatever. Whatever. So I guess it makes sense that something like this would go down, you know? And what's even funnier about Destiny and Bungie and Activision breaking up is their stock, like, plummeted when they did that, apparently. So they're hurting right now. I think that's fucking hilarious. I think it's fucking hilarious. So, it's funny, though, because my first reaction when I heard of this news was, man, why couldn't Bungie have kept Halo once they left Microsoft? Because apparently Bungie gets to keep Destiny, and Activision doesn't, now that they're divorced. So my first reaction was, man, when Bungie left fucking Microsoft, why couldn't they keep Halo? Because Microsoft put it in 343's hands, and it turned out to be shit. That sucks. But then I remembered it wouldn't have mattered anyways. Because, like, honestly, if Bungie had kept Halo after leaving Microsoft, and they never did Destiny, they would have just made a shitty Halo game after Halo Reach that would have been basically as crappy as Destiny is, pretty much. Online only, microtransactions, Call of Duty in space type mechanics. Like, Bungie sucks dick now. Let's get real here. They turned into shit. They fucking lied their asses off. They lost a lot of their best people, like Marty O'Donnell and Joseph Staten and Lars Bakken, you know? Like, these guys were the bread and butter behind why Bungie Halo games kicked ass, and now they're fucking gone. Fired and or quit for whatever reason. Or no reason. In the case of Marty O'Donnell, they just decided to fuck him over, which was stupid as hell. I'm glad he was able to sue them. Fuck them, you know? Anyway, but it's not just that Bungie joined up with Crap Division either, okay? You know, that had something to do with it, but Bungie largely turned into a shit company all on their own. Really. Times are changing. Phone games have influence. Microtransactions are a big thing nowadays. Pretty much all the big online titles are going the wallet rape microtransaction pay-to-win loot box route. Right? At the least, it's cosmetic-only microtransactions, which is still fucking stupid. There's lies in advertising that are a big fucking thing these days too. You know, they overpromise and underdeliver like a motherfucker with so many games, especially the big ones. Just about all the big ones. At the end of the year, whenever the new ass Field is coming out, or ass Call of Duty, or some fucking stupid sports game or whatever, you know, you can always pretty much 99% of the time guarantee that there's going to be some seriously fucked up, stupid-ass, evil, greedy horseshit attached to it in the form of some kind of overpriced microtransaction buttfuckery, DLC, overpriced season pass, some kind of fucking horseshit. There's always going to be some fucked up crap, and that's how it is now, you know? So that's a real big thing in gaming these days. And, yeah. Happens all the time. Just look, it happened recently. Look at Sea of Thieves. They hyped that thing up to be amazing, and, no. Next to nothing to do. It's boring as shit, hardly any content, and it has microtransactions. It's fucking stupid. That game is for fucking morons. No offense, Wade Duell. I know you were hyped for that game, but you were fucking stupid to be hyped for it. And all your SJW videos you've been making lately are also pretty fucking stupid, and you need to fucking cut that shit out, Wade. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked here. What was I saying? Yeah, just, not just Sea of Thieves, but, look at, Red Dead Redemption 2, you know, super fucking hyped out. Super fucking hyped out, man. And it turned out to be actually quite mediocre and fucking terrible in a lot of ways. Especially that online multiplayer, which is a broken beta test, bare bones mess of dog shit that has fucking wallet rape bullshit going on. Fuck that game. But yeah, speaking of Sea of Thieves, let's talk about the Xbox brand right now. Let's talk about Phil Spencer, Xbox boss Phil Spencer. I saw this article about him from this one website that was saying that he's one of the people of the year in gaming. Yeah, I know. cringy, right? So all I could think was, is this real? Is this fucking for reals? That dude sucks, but whatever. Remember, guys, just for those who don't know and for those who have forgot, Phil Spencer is the guy who defended the lack of split screen in Halo 5. He's the guy who said that Halo 5 multiplayer is the best Halo multiplayer. What a load of horse shit that is. I know opinions vary, but fuck off, Phil. And, yeah, he's the guy who defends microtransactions, so fuck him. Seriously, fuck him in the ass with a big metal dick, and then break it off and knock him over the head with it. Maybe it'll knock some sense into him. No, I'm just kidding. I don't condone violence. Violence is bad. Just a little frustrated with how fucking stupid some people are, and how evil and shitty Phil Spencer really is. Whatever, though, whatever. The guy's just a fucking lying dickhead. That's all I'm trying to say. So anyway, the dude was bragging about how great Game Pass is, and in reality, it's just a subscription thing for renting shitty games from your dumbass Xbox, basically. It's Netflix for video games, but worse than Netflix. Basically, you know. They hardly have anything good there, and there's like no exclusives worth getting. PS4 still stands as the obvious and smarter choice to go with. Or PC, or pretty much any other fucking gaming device. You know? So, yeah, that's just how that goes. So, yeah, a quick funny thing to think about, though, is Phil, he defended the lack of split screen in Halo 5, and now it's coming back for Halo Infinite. So, what's he going to do? Talk about how it's a bad idea that they're bringing back split screen for Halo Infinite? Is he going to flip-flop like a shitbag that we all know he is, you know? Pretty funny, because last time I checked, he went full damage control on that whole no split screen in Halo 5. I just think it's kind of funny how things have turned out, huh? Interesting. But yeah, what else did that piece of crap say? When we think about the growth and potential for gaming at Microsoft, we always start with the player. Correction. Start with fucking the player's wallets over, yeah. Yeah. With microtransaction exclusives like Gears of War 4 and Halo 5, I'm pretty sure that's what you meant to say, right, Phil? I mean, actions do speak louder than words after all, huh, Phil? Right? I'm sure we can agree on that, because that's what's been happening. That's what's been fucking happening. Like you say, you're for the player. I disagree. What it really feels like is you're for the player's wallets. You're for the player's fucking money. You're for stealing the player's money. Well, maybe not stealing. I guess a better way to say it would be suckering money out of stupid people. Being a fucking deceptive piece of shit. A scammer, basically. It's shitty. It's shitty what they do over there at Xbox. It's shitty what they do in a lot of companies in the gaming world, you know? So, yeah, I'm convinced that Spencer blows chunks, okay? Then after the interview, the article said this, which I highly disagree with. This is what they said. So it's all still to prove when it all comes down to the future, but regardless, 2018 was a year when Phil Spencer got the world excited about Xbox again. And considering how this generation started, that's no small feat. And I gotta say, like, I disagree with that. I don't think the world got excited about Xbox again. Really doesn't feel that way. It feels like a dumb thing to say. A better way to have said it would have been, looks like Xbox is trying something again, but will likely fail miserably again. Like, come on. Let's look at what they did for us in 2018. The Game Pass, which is nothing special, like I said, Netflix for crappy games, basically. They gave us the Sea of Dog Shit, the state of the decaying quality of Xbox exclusive games, and Ass Cracktown Part 3 got delayed until 2019. Yeah. So yeah, Xbox One X, that thing's really getting put to great use, right? The most powerful console ever that has next to nothing that truly stands out to be played on. Xbox One has still not impressed me, which is why I still haven't gotten one yet. I don't think I will. The next generation of consoles is right around the corner in a year or two. Well, that is unless phone games take over, and that's the end of consoles, but we'll see. But yeah, getting an Xbox One console in the first place just feels kind of pointless, you know? Now, don't think I'm just, you know, a big fat Xbox One hater. That's not completely true. I love the 360. I love a lot of what Xbox has done in the past. I dig the controller enough that Xbox has. The Xbox One has. I would argue that the Xbox One controller is better for shooting games than the PS4 controller is. Yeah, I think that. Even the Elite model, you know, which is fucking overpriced bullshit, but yeah, it's a good controller, sure. For the most part, maybe not for like D-pad usage really, but whatever, you know. Definitely would play a game like Halo or Doom better than a PS4 controller would. That's why my PS4 has an adapter so I can use a wired 360 controller. Just feels better that way. I know opinions vary, but to me, fucking, I'd rather play a Souls game or a shooter with a fucking Xbox controller than I would a PlayStation controller, that's for sure. What else? I dig Xbox Live's online features, basically. I believe Xbox does the online service stuff better than PlayStation and even PC to a large degree, and definitely way better than fucking Nintendo, because Nintendo sucks shit at online these days. Maybe they'll get their shit together in the future, but as of right now, Nintendo Online is still pretty much a steaming pile of donkey shit. So yeah, there's that. Yeah, and the Xbox One X is the most powerful console right now, and I'm not going to counter-argue that. I'm just saying, sadly, you know, the only place where it really fucking matters is the exclusives, and Xbox One doesn't have hardly anything going on in this area, which is a real shame because that's what matters most. Like I said, it's still smarter to get your gaming fixes elsewhere. PlayStation 4, PC, other fucking platforms, you know? Xbox is kind of meaningless. I don't see the Xbox One pulling a fucking triple Lindy or some crazy shit anytime soon, okay? Face it, Xbox One, you lost this console generation pretty badly. You basically won it last time with fucking 360, but this time you done fucked up. Better luck next console generation, if there is one, whenever it is that you launch the Xbox 2 or whatever stupid fucking name you're gonna call it. What's up? Cool deal. No, not yet. Got stuck in the middle of doing this video. Yeah, guys, that was my bro. Hopefully he didn't scratch my guitar. Fucking, I got another fucking guitar. Yeah, I know. I'll tell you about it later. Anyway, so yeah. That shit is ridiculous with the Xbox brand right now. I still think it's shit, and I still think that it's not smart to get an Xbox One. But that's just me. There are some decent reasons to get it. You know, there's Cuphead. Yeah, good old Cuphead. That's a decent game, I guess. You can get it on PC though, so still no real reason to bother, right? Anyways, yeah. So real quick, I want to talk about something totally non-gaming related that's been annoying. Heard it today on the radio. Apparently, there's this fucking stupid fucking song. It's called Baby Shark Song or some stupid shit. It's apparently the 32nd most popular song here in the States right now, and it's getting more popular apparently. And yeah, I heard people on the radio, adults, saying that it was catchy and that they liked it, and they were like singing along with it and stuff. And I was just kind of like, what the fuck? What is this stupid shit? So then I heard the jingle, and the verse goes like this: Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark, do 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 do. Baby shark. And then the next verse just removes the word baby with mommy. And then after that, mommy is replaced with daddy. And then after that, it's like grandma, grandpa, fifth cousin. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. You know, it's fucking ridiculous. Anyway, so I gotta say, is humankind actually this fucking stupid to enjoy something like this fucking much? Like, no, don't get me wrong. I can get it that kids are into it because it's clearly just some stupid kid shit meant for stupid fucking kids, right? Of course they're gonna like it. Yeah, sure, whatever. Barney, Pinocchio, whatever, you know, like, stupid crap. Three Little Pigs, Mother Goose, shit like that. Sure. But adults can't stop listening to it. What the fuck is that? And it's not like they just like the beat or the jam or something like that. No, they sing along, constantly listening to it. They think it's great. They sing along with it and shit. I think it's fucking stupid. And it's very telling how easily impressed a lot of people are. I was talking to my brother about it, and he was just like, is this what music's come to, where they write a song that only has like 2 fucking words going over and over and over again, and this is what people are dancing to and singing along with? Like, are you fucking kidding me? This is what's popular? This is... Pretty sure this is a sign that there are a lot of fucking stupid people out there nowadays. Maybe even more so than ever before. That's very, you know, reasonable to assume such a thing. Jesus. So yeah. It's just very telling and shows how easily impressed a lot of people are, and it's just sad. I just looked at this stupid shit on YouTube, and I'm happy to report that I'm not the only one annoyed by the popularity levels of this stupid fucking song. There's a lot of dislikes, and good thing too. It's a shame there isn't more. Anyways, I just think this shit is annoying. It's always annoying when something fucking stupid that took next to no effort or talent to be created gets treated like it's fucking gold. It's fucking not. It's shit. But whatever. Fucking ridiculous. So now I want to talk about Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, while at work as of late, I've been watching Sean on his Let's Play channel, Sean and Jen Let's Plays or whatever, and I saw that he streams gameplays on Twitch and stuff. He gets donations and some money and stuff like that. So just to kill some time while I'm at work, I love Sean's videos. He's a super smart guy. He's basically the dude I replaced GLL with, basically. Get it? They're both British. Except, Sean is a lot smarter, and he's not a total asshole, sexist, racist, Nazi scumbag like GLL is. Like, I'm so glad I found a replacement, basically. Sorry, GLL. We may both agree that microtransactions are annoying and shit, I guess, but that's about it. You can go fuck yourself otherwise. I may hate microtransactions and all, but I hate Nazis way fucking more, so you can eat shit and die for all I care, dude. Seriously. You sub to Sargon of Akkad, you salt-right bro-flake piece of shit. Sorry, GLL, but that's who you are, man. You're a piece of shit. You're a fucking cocksucker, so whatever. But yeah, when I saw that Sean was playing Red Dead 2, my immediate reaction was, man, what the fuck are you doing, Sean? Wasting your time with that stupid fucking game. It's not that good, man. What are you doing? So at first I didn't want to watch him play it because I was really bored, but I needed to kill some time, so I was like, whatever, I'll give in. I'll see him play this game. It'll be a good way to learn more about why I don't like the fucking game, I guess. Sure. So while I was working, I just listened with the headphones and watched periodically. And yeah, Sean, he was, showing off the gameplay and playing through the campaign single-player storyline, And yeah, my immediate reaction was like, why are you wasting your time, Sean? You're being stupid. Well, it turns out that Sean got the game for free with a PS4 bundle deal. So it was basically cheaper to get the PS4 with this game than the PS4 by itself. As odd as that is, that was the deal he got. So whatever. So since he had the game for free, basically, he decided, fuck it, maybe it's a popular game, it's new, I can stream it on Twitch, and people are into it, so maybe they'll show up and give me money. So obviously, Sean was motivated in that regard a little bit. Makes sense. And, everyone's been hyping up Red Dead, saying it's the game of the decade, which is ridiculous. But obviously there's a lot of buzz going around that fucking game, so I guess Sean felt, kind of pressured to give it a shot. Just because he could. Why the fuck not, right? Well, unfortunately for Sean, as he started to play, he really didn't like it, but he felt like he had to finish it at least. But he didn't realize how fucking long and boring it was. So he basically got stuck playing this fucking trash for like 30, 40, maybe even 50 hours. And I think he lost his mind to a degree. Like, as I watched a lot of his gameplays, he was just sighing over and over and over. He was just like, oh, I fucking hate this game. Like, it was great. It was hilarious to watch. Yeah, Sean kind of lost his fucking shit, which is weird because he's a really calm and collected dude, and he never seems to like get very angry. He seems to get mad sometimes, especially about really fucked up cultural issues regarding shithead Nazis and really stupid motherfuckers on the alt-right side of things. But yeah, as far as video games goes, he's usually really chilled, but with Red Dead, he was just like, oh, this game fucking sucks. It's not good. I don't recommend it. He was just doing a lot of complaining, and some really funny shit happened to him, like fucking, he was riding his horse, and some wolves scared his horse, and the horse bucked him off the horseback, and then the horse had all his guns on it, and it ran off, so he was unarmed, and the wolves fucking ripped him to pieces and chewed his throat out. That sucks. He helped a guy get out of the train tracks before a train could run him over, and then he saw a horse get run over because this fucking stupid horse ran out there, and he thought it was his horse. He was all pissed off at first, and it's fucking, it's hilarious. And there was like this fixed cinematic cam while he was riding the horse, and he trampled a dude in a town and got a bounty for murdering the dude, even though he had no control. He was forced to break the law, basically. The game forced him to break the law. It was fucking ridiculous. Yeah, and there was like this glitch that happened where he was playing like a poker match, and there's like this part in the game where they're going to rig this poker game so Arthur can win, the main character that you play as. And Sean was all bragging. He was like, I'm an excellent poker player. And they're like, we're going to get you the right cards and rig the game. And Sean was all like, I don't need the right cards. Just let me play. I'll win. I'm that good. Like, he just kept bragging, But then there was this glitch that happened, right, where he was paying for, like, a haircut, and he pulled out money, and the money got glitched to his hand. So this wad of cash wouldn't disappear from his hand. So when he went to go play poker, it was still fucking there, and he was holding cards, but he couldn't see the cards that he was dealt because this glitched block of fucking money was cock-blocking his view. So he couldn't even tell what cards he had. And then, like, people in the chat were making fun of him, like, oh, what happened, Sean? We thought you were a brilliant poker player. We thought you didn't need any of the right cards. He was just like, this is fucking bullshit. Fuck you guys. Like, so yeah, the game's not perfect. It's got a lot of problems. And the story is just, good God, Oh, Jesus Christ. Story is shit dialogue to mediocre performances, honestly. Like, you listen to shit dialogue from mediocre performances and even some really shitty performances while staring at the back of a horse's ass basically half the game. That's basically half the game. I'm serious. Like, are you kidding me? Fuck that. And the story is just Dutch, the leader of your gang, talking about how they constantly need one last big score, one last big robbery so that they can live great lives afterward. You know, like that's what it is. That's the story, right? And the other characters who are in the gang they just keep following his crazy ass for some reason, you know, and like for hours, and that's the story. That's the main story of the game, for hours and hours and hours and hours of the game. And it wouldn't be so bad if there was a lot of cool gameplay along the way, but no, it's mostly just fucking boring and slow-paced shit. And a lot of dialogue, cinematics and stuff that's just terribly done and boring as shit. Some of it's good, but by far most of it's shit. Like 90% is shit. It's actually quite lazy and quite fucking stupid, to be perfectly honest with you. It's also annoying how Arthur walks around with thousands of dollars in his pocket, but him and his gang are just so fucking poor. You know, like, kind of weird, you know? The characters are always saying stuff like, the times have been hard, it's been rough, but we need money. But at the same time, they're also superhero cowboys capable of killing 50 enemy cowboys in every shooting gallery mission that happens every fucking 10 minutes in this repetitive fucking game, you know? Like, this game isn't anything special, you know? Those maybe special in certain ways, but very minor, detailed ways, but not in the overall grand scheme of things. Is this a worthy game of massive praise? Seriously, those who are praising this as game of the decade need to fuck right off. Seriously. That's way too much praise for a game like this. You guys are fanboying it up. You guys are cockstar fanboys on a level that makes 343 fanboys look smart by comparison. Yeah, I actually fucking said that shit. And you guys know how much I shit on the 343 fanboys. So it pains me to say such a nasty and horrible thing, but it is that fucking bad with you guys. Seriously. Stop making it sound like Red Dead 2 is the greatest achievement in video game history. Far from it, actually. Far fucking from it. So anyway, go check out Sean and Jen's Let's Plays if you want to see a smart guy play that mediocre/terrible fucking game. If you want to see someone give you a realistic sense of why people don't like that game. A lot of good points get made, and it's very enlightening, so check it out if you haven't. If you got the time. So I got to play a little bit of Halo Reach Invasion recently. Yeah. You know, not too bad. There was a little Xmas party, and you know, some kids came over and whatnot, and asking me if I had a Switch or an Xbox One. Little shits. Fuckers. But, so instead I had them play Reach, you know, and yeah, it was fun. They had a pretty good time. Apparently want to come back and play more. They thought it was fun, you know. And they also found my opinions on what games are good and what games are bad to be very logical. I'm like an old wise man gamer or something, you know. Kids these days, right? They're into some real dog shit games, but, you know, they're kids. Their hearts seem to be in the right place for the most part. A lot of them anyway. So I hope they grow up to be decent folk who don't play garbage like Assfront 2. That's the hope anyways. It's crazy what the kids are into in the gaming world these days. Fucking Fortnite and stupid shit like that. I feel old, you know? But at least I'm reasonably smart about game quality, and, you know, I'm pretty good at avoiding shit games. But yeah, Reach online, it's still pretty laggy. It's still pretty hard to find games in the Invasion playlist, at least. It's not completely dead, but, you know, it kind of sucks. But hey, you know, still a billion times better than playing Call of Halo 4 and 5. You know, God, those games are awful. So anyways, yeah, the PS1 Mini turned out to be quite a failure. That sucks. I was hoping that thing would be kind of cool, you know. I was hoping it would launch okay, and then they would mod it and make it really badass, and it would be the ultimate way to play PS1 games, you know. Yeah, I was wrong. Turned out it was shit, basically. The controller isn't as good a quality as the original, apparently, so that's shitty. Because I gotta say, the controller quality on the NES Mini and SNES Mini, top notch. Did an excellent job. Better than the originals, or at least just as good. Yeah, totally. But in this case, with the PS1 controller on this PS1 Mini, fail. What else? No DualShock analog support, as far as I know. So many of the games are basically shit or unplayable. So that sucks. Many of the games that are on the PS1 Mini are not the best that PS1 had to offer, missing tons of great Japanese RPG experiences. And many of the games are shit port European versions or some shit, you know. Perhaps it'll be worth getting at a decent price point one day if someone mods it up a good bit and does a good job at modding it and making all the bad problems go away, but it doesn't seem very promising. And other than that, I gotta say, this whole thing seems like it turned out to be a real shit show, so I'm not interested in getting a PS1 Mini. Yeah. It's a real shame, you know, fucking real shame. I mean, it's probably better to just stick with an actual PS1 game discs and stuff, the actual PS1 game discs. Play them on a PS3 or PS2 or something. Probably a PS3 because they have the HD stuff, you know. Maybe get a Raspberry Pi. Those are pretty cheap and do a decent enough job. You guys can look into that if you haven't heard about those. But yeah, it's just a real shame considering the SNES Mini and the NES Mini were not this fucked when they launched. And the modded SNES Mini is fucking kick-ass. So, yeah, I gotta say, Sony, please stop trying to copy Nintendo. You're not very good at it. And speaking of Nintendo, give us a fucking Metroid Prime gameplay and story trailer already, you motherfuckers. I mean, you announced that shit like ridiculously long time ago. Fuck off, come on. So anyway, maybe not as long ago as the Final Fantasy VII remake remaster thing, but you get my point. Anyway, some more bad news. Nintendo says that the Switch might be their last console. There could be some good news to come out of this, yeah, sure. But if they go the, you know, mobile game route, then we're totally fucked. And that's a totally likely possibility, you know? Like, honestly, they did make Pokemon Go after all, you know? But yeah, I was talking with my bro, and phones are probably the future of video games, sad to say. If that happens, which is likely, it could, count me the fuck out. Unless, of course, they somehow make gaming on phones somehow good, actually, but I don't see how they could do it. It seems pretty much impossible. Tiny fucking screens, dog shit controls, microtransaction games up the ass that are of horrible shit quality. How the fuck is that ever going to beat my consoles, my Game Boys, and my PC, you know? It's a very scary future for gaming ahead. But you gotta understand, my generation today, we don't have the money that our parents did. We don't have the money to throw around buying all these fucking console games. A lot of people need deals. They gotta cut corners, you know? They don't have the money. So they can't sell console games like they used to. And everything is moving digital, and everybody and their mom has a fucking cell phone, and everyone's gaming on that more and more these days, especially the Chinese. Oh my god. Yeah, so it's entirely possible that gaming's future is going to drift onto cell phones. Fuck. And then you look at stuff like Diablo Immortal, and you know damn well it's going to require like a pretty high-end, powerful phone to run it properly, and it's going to eat your battery life like a motherfucker, and it's not going to be that good anyway, and it's going to be a microtransaction game, and all the hardcore fans don't want this at all. What are you doing, Blizzard, you fucking morons? Do you not have phones? Hey, Blizzard, do you not have brains? Huh? Jesus Christ. So anyway, yeah, some games I'm a little bit excited that are coming out soon. That Shadows Die Twice and Resident Evil 2, the remake. So long as there isn't massive wallet rape that's similar to the likes of Call of Duty Black Ops 4 or something, then yeah, maybe I'll get these games used at a low price one day. But yeah, not too much that I'm hyped for in games to come out soon. Yeah, I hope you're doing good. Upstairs Broom, I got your messages on Xbox Live. Yeah, Happy New Year to you too, bro. I hope you have a good year. Hope you don't fucking be stupid and waste money on dog shit games. Hope you make the smarter moves. So yeah, that's cool, that's cool. Hope everything's going well. Yeah, Stengel, saw you around. You're still around? Cool. Hope you're doing well. Where the fuck are you, Eric Lee? Haven't seen you in like a month or two. Did you die or something? Did I cause you to die from listening to my endless fucking rant videos, right? Anyways, guys, that's pretty much everything I had to say. I gotta do dishes and shit. I gotta do stuff that an old bastard like me has to do. So anyway, I'll see you later, guys. And yeah, don't forget, Donald Trump sucks shit through a crazy straw, and I'll catch you guys later. See ya.